welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I wanted to get ready with you guys, have a little drinkity drink, answer some questions as we're getting ready, have a little chit chat, and finally put on some makeup. I haven't done my makeup in, I don't even know how long it's been. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Hopefully you guys are at a good angle. Let's go get the bottle, shall we? Let's go get it. So give it a little stir. So I looked up like juicy questions, and then look at my sponge. It like has some type of like disease. Like I don't fucking like. Bruh, what the fuck is going on? I haven't even opened my makeup drawer in a hot minute, so you know, everything's like, we're like virgins to this shit again. Going in with some primer by e.l.f. I feel like the first sip of alcohol is always like, it's like a little welcome. And then going in with some more primer by MAC. You know MAC is that bitch. So starting with some foundation, and then afterwards we can start with the questions. I just want to kind of get like my base going, so we're not looking too chopped, you know. Like we gotta look somewhat decent before we start. I mean, I know we started like just like bam, bare face. I do wanna give y'all something to grip on. Okay, cheers. Oh my god, I kind of wish I would have measured, because this is like the perfect drink. Like I'm telling you, it is not strong, it is not weak, it is right in the motherfucking middle. It is so good. Going in with a brush to blend my face. So we already got our foundation laid out, so I guess we could kind of start with some questions so far. And you know, I am feeling a little something, so we could start. We could get going. First question: would you ever date an older person? If so, what's the maximum age? Okay, so I guess if I want to answer, I'll answer, and if I don't, I'll drink. Let's put it this way. I'm not really thinking about that, but if I were to be going for someone, I personally don't think that I would be able to date someone younger than me. I don't know, it's just preference. Like I can't see that happening. Only because like, and like no shade to anyone that dates younger or whatever, but yeah, younger, no thanks. What's the most embarrassing fact you know about someone in the room? Bitch, there ain't no one in here, so honestly, even if there was, I don't think I'd be calling anyone out. Do you have any secret tattoos? I do not have any secret tattoos. I have a tattoo on my back, but it's not a secret. Like I just, you know, obviously it's like kind of always hidden because of the shirts I wear. I never really like show it off. So I guess someone could consider that like a secret tattoo if they've never noticed, or you know, whatever. Have you ever been in a physical fight with someone? Yes, I have, a few times. Like it's crazy because when I was a kid, I used to fight more than now that I'm like an adult. Like I used to get beat up as a kid practically like every fucking day, and you know, that's when it started. So that's why like people always think that like if you're small, because I'm petite, but people always think that like if you're small you're automatically like a pussy. But it's like come again, because honestly, like I have one thing I always say: the bigger they are, the harder they fall. I'm gonna leave it at that. What's the most embarrassing thing you've done while being drunk? Oh my god, I have a few things that have been real embarrassing. I have stories of just me, myself, and I getting into like embarrassing situations, and then I have stories of like me and someone else, not like us, like, you know, getting naked, like no, like us being stupid to where we like don't realize how like dumb we look. The most embarrassing thing, honestly, when I get drunk, it's almost like, it's like when I get like real drunk, but this has to be like at a party, you know, like, I mean, yeah, that's what you go to a party for, right? To like have fun and get lit. So there's been times where I'll be like super busy, I don't eat much, and then next thing you know, I'm taking shots, I'm drinking drinks, whatever, I'm probably smoking, you know, and it all together, the combination. Once I'm lit, I like to dance. I like to dance whether I'm drunk or not. But a few times I've been on the dance floor till like my heels are like coming off, you know, and I can't walk and I have blisters on my heels. Yeah, so, you know, that kind of thing. I don't really want to get too into it because it's, you know, it's I don't know. What's the most embarrassing thing you've done for love? Oh my god, I feel like that got so deep. And honestly, I don't like to be like the type of person that's like, oh, I'm so perfect, I've never done nothing. No, because that's a fucking lie. That's a fucking lie. I can't stand people that try to act like they're so perfect. Like, bruh, I feel like we all have embarrassing moments, you know? And yeah, like some are probably like too, like, whoa, what the fuck? Like some shit you take to the grave. This doesn't have to be like romantic, like in a romantic way, because I feel like you could do anything for love, for like anyone, towards anyone. So I would probably say, like, now that I'm older and I realize this, like maybe like do like stupid things or say stupid things to like get people's attention. But I feel like one thing that I always used to do is like I would try to like make people jealous. You know, like when like your grandma's not getting attention, so she like falls down the stairs or she like trips, so then people are like, oh my god, like, oh, like it's kind of like that kind of thing, you know? Like I'd purposely say things or do things, or I would even make up like some crazy shit. Like I used to lie so much about stuff that like never even happened, just to make someone feel like jealous. Because in my head I thought, well, if they feel jealous, they'll like be on it, or they'll feel like, oh, like, you know, like I need to love her because, like, you know, that's how I used to think, which is like embarrassing because, you know, looking at it now, it's like these people probably thought I was like a fucking whore or like weird for some of the things I would say that weren't even true, just to like, you know, get a reaction out of people. And I could say that now because I don't do that anymore, obviously. I'm grown, and you know, there could be people that still act like that. The best love is self-love. Like, as long as you love yourself, you're not gonna really care who, you're not gonna feel like you're missing, you know, like you're not gonna feel like you're missing out on like someone's love. You already kind of pour that into yourself. Have you ever been so drunk that you've forgotten where you live? No, hell no. As a girl, I feel like it's important to like kind of like know your limit, and like also be around people that are not gonna like, you know, try to like take advantage of you. Like I don't just drink with like anyone. Like I have to trust you in order for me to drink with you, because if I don't trust you, yeah, hell no, I'm not drinking. And first of all, I'm not hanging out with no one that I don't trust. That's number one. But yeah, always don't be around people just because you feel lonely. Like, that's not it. That's not it. Have you ever lied about being ill to get out of work? Hell yeah. That's my favorite thing to do. These fucking companies do not give a fuck about you, so why the fuck would you even care about them? Like, if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it. Don't push yourself. You know, obviously there's different rules that apply to different people, but it's like, don't be somewhere where you're like where you already got that stick up your ass, and any little thing is like, oh, like you don't want to work somewhere where it's like that. Like, fuck all that. Life is too short to be fucking being monitored like that. Like, fuck all that. What are we in fucking pre-K? You better think about that shit twice. You don't want to be slaving somewhere where you could go and find something better. What's the biggest secret still to this day you've kept from your parents? I already told them about it, but this one time I got pulled over and I didn't tell them. But I told them about that already, so they already know. So it's not a secret. When I got my first tattoo, I don't think I told them about it. I just went to go get it. And if you are Mexican, then you know how like that is, you know. I'm like, YOLO. What's the strangest thing you've ever bought for yourself? If anyone, actually, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not even gonna say that. Cheers. Have you ever lied about being busy to get out of a night out? Hell no. Hell no. Because if I'm out, it's so I can have fun. Have you ever ended a relationship before a special occasion to avoid buying them a present? No, that is super duper fucked up. I would never do that. That is like the most evil shit you could ever do to someone. Okay guys, so I basically finished up my face. I went with like a super natural kind of look, only because I kind of have to head out. So yeah, I want to answer a couple more questions before I do, though I don't want to leave y'all hanging. What's the worst wardrobe malfunction you've ever had? Shit, I've had a couple, but I think the worst when you wear something and you don't realize that that shit is see-through till you like step out, and it happens to be like the nicest, sunniest day ever. But okay, I kind of thought about one. It was definitely when I did my confirmation. I ordered my dress. It was like a really nice white long dress, like that's usually like the, you know, you have to wear white and, you know, obviously cover up, it's church. Literally it was the day of, and I'm like, oh my god, please let it get here, let it get here. So it did, thankfully. And then I was on my period, so I was wearing like, you know, my fucking granny panties, and I didn't realize that it was see-through. And my granny panties were like probably like a hot pink with like shapes on it and everything. And so yeah, you can imagine I had to literally go up, and that's when I realized it was see-through, because I think someone told me like, hey, I can see your underwear, by the way. I was so fucking embarrassed. Like, I'm pretty sure I wanted to like melt as soon as they told me that, because I'm like, oh my god, like everyone has their eyes on me right now, and it's church. Like, what the fuck? They're gonna be like, damn, like this bitch couldn't have covered up. But I didn't know. So always make sure you try it on, especially if it's has some church. What's the most expensive thing you've bought? Oh my god, that's a good one. Honestly, I'm not sure. I don't really like, I'm not into like really expensive like bougie things. Like, that's never been my thing. But I've definitely spent a bunch of money on like, oh, a course. I bought a course. It was like like 1,500 or something. I bought it. I forgot about it. And when I tried to go, it expired. Have you ever danced on a table when drunk? No. But trust me, if there was a chance, I probably would. What's your go-to outfit when you're going out? Probably like something with black or red. Who's the best driver in the room? So there's no one in here, but I know a bunch of good drivers. Like, for real, like, God bless them. And I would consider myself one of them as well. What's your go-to swear word? Probably either shit or fuck. Are you still attracted to your ex? Hell no. If you could read your best friend's messages, would you want to? Fuck no. I don't like getting in people's business. That's their shit. What's something you massively regret? Probably giving second chances to people who show that they really ain't shit and that they're not willing to change for nothing. What's your worst habit? I would probably say overthinking. Is that a habit? Smoking? I don't know. Not for me, but other people think so. Have you ever sent a love letter? Have you ever dated someone at work? Fuck no. Fuck. Business is business. You don't mix business with pleasure. What was the last text message you sent somebody? I said yeah. I would show y'all, but no. What do most people think is true about you, but it's a lie? Okay guys, so that was it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. So let me know if you guys want a part 2, or just give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel. So yeah, I'll probably be doing like a part 2, but part 2 will probably be like a more like in-depth kind of look. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.